Konosuba in a nutshell.
So imagine buying your favorite video game, and then you see this cute girl from your school walking past you, and then you try to save her from a tractor going 2 miles per hour and die from a heart attack. And then you go to heaven, only to meet a goddess who laughs at your death and tells you that your family is laughing at your death because you died a ridiculous death. But she lets you reincarnate into another world where all you have to do is defeat the Devil King and save the people from trouble. She lets you take one thing of your choosing to the next world, and the main character, being very petty, very petty, annoyed, ticked off, but also cultured, decides to take the goddess. Oh my God! However, he regrets that choice because she is useless. She's very useless, and the only thing she is good for is party tricks, complaining about everything, and being useless. In order to survive in this crazy, unfair, totally not peaceful world, they need a party of strong, capable fighters. However, they get the exact opposite and get 2 useless fighters, one who can't even aim at a target that's directly in front of her. And another who can only use a spell once a day.
Thank you so much for wasting my mother time.
However, the main character himself isn't even all that useful. All he could do is just steal panties and wave them around in the air like,
what's wrong with you?
The lolly in the group apparently needs to get out 1 explosion spell a day. Otherwise, she dies from pent-up energy.
What the fuck?
And the tank of the group,
oh no,
is a masochist who loves it when people look down upon her and look at her in a creepy, perverted way. The party of completely dysfunctional misfits goes out and battle generals of the Devil King, purify lakes, and explode castles for fun. Oh yeah, and the main character dies while trying to fight the abominable snowman, but on steroids. Oh my God! So he goes back to heaven and meets a different goddess, one that does not make fun of him for his death.
Sorry, I've been doing this for a long time, and you're the first human I ever met who died so ridiculously.
The hell?
And who was actually nice. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the main character is probably the best main character in all of anime because he is cultured. Not like Kazuya from Rent-a-Girlfriend, but he's in heaven and almost decides not to go back into the world where he just died because he has a useless party. But he decides to go back because even though his party members may be useless, he still had a fun time dying, causing trouble, being creepy, and just hanging out with them, and gets reincarnated for the 2nd time.
Damn!
Then the story decides to add in this random witch out of nowhere.
Absolutely out of nowhere!
But apparently she runs a magical shop with useless things. Very funny how everybody in the show is useless. And apparently betrays the Devil King because she felt sexually assaulted by the other general for the Devil King, which Kazuma and his party defeated, which also racked him up $20 million in debt when they were trying to defeat him because they destroyed the town. Or actually, the goddess destroyed the town with the giant flood. So they go on a quest to try and get rid of ghosts in a haunted house, which was caused by the goddess, who was not only good for party tricks and creating floods, but also apparently causing trouble for the entire group, which is what she usually does throughout the majority of the show. But after they get rid of all the ghosts in the haunted house, the previous owner of the house decides to let them keep the house. And after a few days later of them having the house to themselves, Kazuma decides to go to a club and try to get laid from some succubus. But Unfortunately, they don't do that. But they do, however, let him have a lucid dream of him having fun with Darkness, who is the one that cannot hit anything to save her life. But the only way this works is if Kazuma goes to sleep and the succubus comes into his house and gives him the dream. So Kazuma goes home, goes to sleep in the bathroom, and thinks that he's in a dream, but the succubus did not come into the house to give him the dream. So when his friend coincidentally goes into the bathtub, as soon as he wakes up, he thinks he's in the dream, and he makes her do things that most girls would kick a guy in the balls for. But she, being a masochist and all, decides to go along with and is confused whether she wants to hit him in the face or let him have his way with her.
Wake up, everyone! There's an intruder in the house!
Then Aqua finds the succubus that was supposed to give Kazuma the dream and nearly kills her. But Kazuma decides to get in the way of that and save the succubus from Aqua, and instead gets pummeled by Darkness, Megumin, and Aqua, all in his family jewels.
Oh man! Ow!
Kazuma pretends that nothing ever happened and that he didn't remember anything that happened last night with him and Darkness in the bathroom. But then, just as that happens, an alarm goes off in the village, alerting people that the destroyer, who apparently has no weaknesses, thanks to the guy that built it, forgot to make a off switch for the destroyer. But Kazuma and his party must find a way to destroy the destroyer, which they do by destroying the power core for the destroyer. However, doing that near the village, it would destroy the people, the town, and everything close to it. So the useless witch, whose name is Wiz, uses her magic.
I trust you, so suck away.
Thank you so much for letting me.
No, thank you.
Now then.
Bring it. Mom, Dad, I lost my virginity in this parallel. Yep, that sucked.
To send the power core to another place, which saves the village. However, it destroys the mayor's home, and Kazuma gets arrested for it because he told Wiz to send the power core to any random location, and he said he would take responsibility for it. Not a smart idea on Kazuma's part, but the people are saved, and he's also out of debt. But he's arrested and is in jail, and now has to live the rest of his days behind a prison cell. Until season 2, which if you guys want a video for that, ask me in the comments down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed. This is my first ever video, so sorry if it's not as good as it should be. I'll try to work better and make better videos, but I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you do, and see you on the next one.